Welcome back to Questline Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a doozy of a game for you today. This is a replay because when I was playing this, I was getting a bit frustrated with other things, and my son, who's 4, was playing around me, so it was very noisy, and I just decided I would play the game, record it, and if something happened to happen, then I would voice over it like I am now. So I am playing Fiesta. If you haven't seen my other Fiesta video, I've been playing a lot of Fiesta recently. It's probably really good lower in the ranks. It's probably not so good higher in the ranks because people know how to counter it. But look at my roll. I've got Butcher, I've got the APC, NPS, whatever that's called, the attack speed buff. And I'm just trying to sort of decide here, do I want the Gates or do I want the Sovereign? I know I'm going to take Millennial because the Millennium because I just think it's awesome. And so I end up going with this comp here. Now, Fiesta is a kind of weird. You kind of want to, guess what your opponent's going to do, as to how many units you're going to put down. I think four harpies will likely still leak, but I decided to go 3 just in case. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just take the extra money. I'll try and just leak 3. I see that my guy's going Ram up there. That's super easy. I'm also going to try my luck here, and as you can see, bingo, Lord of Death, Banana Bunk. What a good combination. I'm going to probably get rid of a couple things just for that, and I take a quick look at the king spells, not the king spells, the spells there, and I decide, yep, I'm going to take those. I love the Lord of War, the Hades, and I love the Banana Bunk, the Banana Havens. I just think they're so strong, especially when you pair them with some of these buffing units that I've got here. The MPS, APC, APS, MPC. I always forget what letter those are. But those with the butchers are just awesome. Now, this is interesting here. My lane opponent has leaked. Normally you don't leak wave 1, and you normally don't leak 6 units like he did, or 7 units. So I have a suspicion that he's probably playing Fiesta 2, which means it's a Fiesta battle, which means I'm going to have to get ahead of this curve. I've got to get ahead of him, or he's going to steamroll me and my opponent. So I can really only do so much, though. I don't have hundreds of gold. I kind of thought here that he might not keep sending for some reason. I thought, oh, he's not going to send again. I would probably have put another Harpy down. This is, again, a replay. I played this a couple days ago. And I don't really know what I was thinking here. I definitely should have put down another Harpy. I may have just lost track of time. He double snails me here, and that's going to hit really hard. I'm probably going to leak this entire wave, which is really, really tough. And it's going to put me in a really bad position where I don't have a lot of money early, which you're already struggling as, being that you're playing Fiesta, you're already struggling with money early because you're leaking every wave. You never get the full income. So you want to really get as much income out of that wave as humanly possible, and let your teammate sort of scoop up the rest, which is what my teammate is doing. He's doing a really good job with the white mane. He's going to collect everything that I drop for the most part. But I'm just more worried about, you can see here talking to my teammate, I'm a little bit more worried about the lane opponent who's most likely also going Fiesta because they've had a bit of a better start than I have. And you can tell by the sends, by the way, what people are sending as to where they are on their income sort of spectrum here. So, I'm going to send some more stuff. I want to put out as many units as I can now. I'm kind of at the point where I know I need to build as much as I can to try and stay alive. He's going to continue to pummel me, and so I need to just put as much as I can on the board to try and stay alive. So I can see my lane opponent here has built some more units. That's really great. He's going to put down one more, I think, before... Yeah, there we go. Which is really good. We need to stay alive as much as possible, and he needs to be strong as well because he needs to be catching everything. So here we go again, wave 3. No power sends though. He's still only sending, basic units. He's only sending snails so far, which is fine. That means he's getting some income, before the round ends. But he leaks pretty hard here. I sent a lizard, which leaks him pretty well, and his lane opponent might also leak. Yeah, his lane opponent also leaks. who's likely not playing Fiesta. So looks like my guy will probably hold most of this. But there goes straight to the king, and I think we get a pretty good hit of king here. Now, if for some reason we didn't get this hit on the king, we would have lost this game for sure. This wave is the only thing that kept us in this game, because if we didn't get that extra money from that king hit, we definitely wouldn't have been able to stay afloat in this game. And I'll show you the graph at the end of the game. It's wild. But you can see here I have just a little bit more income than I would have had before, and so I'm able to put down some more units that I wouldn't have been able to put down otherwise. And of course, now the name of the game is just stay alive. I'm going to start putting some king ups in because I can already tell this is going to go late. We want to put in king ups. King ups are also just a good idea if you're going Fiesta anyway, because you're really relying on your king. You're trading king health for gold, basically, because you're leaking every wave, and likely your lane opponent is going to leak as well at some point or not be able to catch everything. And so you're going to take king hits, which means that buffing up your king is a really good, use of your Mythium. Now you can see here, I got an 80 send. He sent a DT as well as 2 king ups. And so I only sent 60. I sent 1 king up and a 40 send. So he's already ahead of me in Mythium production. He's already ahead of me, you can tell, just by what we sent. I sent a DT, he sent a DT, but he sent 1 more king up. So that's a little concerning to me. It means that he's already ahead of the curve. And if he stays ahead of that curve, then there's really no way to catch up. You're kind of at the whim. Now, the one good thing I have for me is that my build is super strong. I mean, having Banana Bunk tanks with, Hades behind them and everyone being buffed up by attack speed and lifesteal, I've got a pretty beefy combination here. I'm not too worried about it. Now, when you're playing Fiesta, Wave 5 and Wave 10 and Wave 15 to a certain degree, although by then you shouldn't be leaking anything, but you really don't want to leak the bosses because they give so much more gold, for that one unit than other waves. So, you can leak all the way up to 10. If your opponent catches it, it's not such a big deal. If you leak the bosses, though, it is kind of a big deal. And most of the time, the boss will die first because, of course, most of the time it catches all the aggro and you'll kill it. But if you are relying on, sea serpents, the serpents, for instance, that come out of the hole in the back, they may not attack the boss and you may leak to them and you may not kill the boss, which is, I think the boss is 35 gold or something. And so you'll lose out on that gold as well. It's not such a big deal on Wave 5, but definitely Wave 10. You do not want to leak Wave 10 because I think it's 135 gold or something. It's a lot of gold that you get, 150 gold for that boss that you really need, especially when you're playing Fiesta. So I always make sure I overbuild on Wave 10, and then I underbuild pretty much every other wave, except maybe Wave 5. I want to make sure that I've got enough DPS that I can take down that boss before I leak. And you can see here he had a good leak. Only 4 units. They're all lower on health. That's a pretty good leak for him. So I didn't leak my wave. He did. He's going to get ahead again. So it's getting a little scary now because this is a game of numbers at this point. I'm going to put my butcher in the middle, and I'm going to put it 1 tile back from the top because I want my harpies. I want them to have as much room as they can possibly have to fly forward, and I'm going to put Banana Havens in front of that butcher eventually. So my positioning there, I want to get my tank units up to the, as far forward as I can to give my harpies as much runway as I can to get them moving, because the more they've moved during the wave, the more attack damage that they do, or attack speed, technically, which translates to damage. So having the tanks right up in the front is going to really help me. Plus, I'm going to have Banana Bunks, which don't move their ranged units. They have a bit of range on them, which means they're not going to move either. And they have a bit of a higher aggro range. So it's a perfect unit to have in the front. The Harpies are going to come up a little bit more. Now you can see, again, I didn't leak this wave. That's really unfortunate, although it doesn't look like he's going to leak his wave here either. So... fair enough. That's even. I'm going to send some snails. Quick jump into OBS for some reason. It looks like I'm sending a bunch of snails for some reason. And I'm going to look at the APS. probably here. And I'm going to offset this, most likely. Or, no, actually, yeah, I think I will end up offsetting it, I believe. Because then I can put the Lord of Death and the Hades behind those. Nope, maybe I don't do that. Harpy upgrade. Harpy upgrade would be really good too, or maybe just adding more harpies. The harpies are really strong, and especially when you're doing this. Yeah, see, I just go full income here. I'm quite far down, and I just go income. Harpies are really good on this wave. They hit really fast, and the longer the wave lasts, they hit faster. So I like them on this. I think I'm probably leaking this wave. But it won't be a huge amount. My lane opponent here, and you can see I'm up to, yeah, 100 send. Yeah, I leak. And my partner might leak as well, actually. We might take a huge king hit here. That would be really unfortunate. But again, income sending. I'm going to send dinos for the next wave. The next wave is range, so dinos are great. Any sort of tank is good. He leaks as well. He leaks much less than I do, and his teammate is probably just in a perfect position to pick that up. But that's fine. Over on my side, yeah, we're taking a decent king hit here. We're going to fall behind again. That's really unfortunate that I leaked so much. I probably should have put another upgraded harpy down or the something. But here we go. Now I've got the Lord of Death, the Hades coming out. Just trying to decide whether I want to put him on the left or the right. Obviously staggered from the tank up here, the Butcher. And I might have got distracted there by my kid. Not really sure. or I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything. I still don't know where everything's going to go. I'm probably placing these in a way that I can put a lot of tank in front of them or something. So I'm sure I haven't looked at this game since I played it. I just recorded it and had to let it sit. So I'm sure we'll come back to my reasoning. I don't know. Maybe there was a better way I could have done this or placed my units in a different order. Looks like I'm gonna not leak this wave again, which wave 8 is an okay one to leak because wave 9 you want to save and you want to be overbuilt on 9, 10, or at least on 10. So you kind of need the income from 9. So you want to make sure that you get 9. But I didn't leak here on 8. That's unfortunate, and my lane opponent or my lane friend here did leak. That's really kind of backwards, but that's all right. I didn't catch whether my lane opponent leaked or not, but I'm gonna try to send some more. I'm gonna send a little healing hermit there, probably to try and leak him a bit harder than he was expecting. Put another butcher up in the front here. I think I start with this, yeah, just for the tank. And then I think for 10, I'm probably going to try to put the banana bunk up. I think that's the plan. And that should take care of any adds that go up as well. The banana bunk does AoE damage. It has like a bouncing attack, so if there's any adds, that should take care of those as well. Any sends. So let's see here. Get 100 send, it looks like. Yeah. No, 180 send. That's a pretty big send. I'm leaking this for sure. Which is good. I want to leak. I don't necessarily want to leak wave 9, but I do like to leak. So that's okay. We're gonna take this. We're going to do with it what we can here. For the king spells, the spells that you get at level 10, I try to get anything economy focused. Now here is where I'm pretty sure that we're gonna die. I'm like, well, that's a pretty big send. They've still got a mole. They've got a lot of units. They've got the Drake. We have very few king ups. I'm kind of convinced at this point that we're probably dead. Just sort of praying that we don't die. And as luck has it, we don't die. We actually managed to stay alive with very little hit points left. So now I pretty much know, okay, game on. We gotta win this thing. We have to win. This is life or death now. Oh, I know why I left those spaces between the Hades. That's for the gates that I think I'm gonna put in as well. So I think the 2 tanks are fine in front. I think I actually decide to put a bunker in. Yeah, this is the smart thing to do. And then a couple more harpies, or one more harpy. A little bit of a power send, trying to break them a little bit. Again, if you can break them on 10, it's really, really good. So a good send here is recommended. I don't remember if I take this or not. It looks like I do. I've got quite a bit of damage, and with the Lord of Death in there, he does quite a bit of damage too. Looks like he's got a, I want to call him a Void Ray because I played StarCraft, but he's got his little Void Ray out. He's going to clear, that's fine. It looks like I also cleared, that's great. And now I'm going to push pretty heavily with my workers. He did a big send as well, so it's not like he's saving up for an 11-12 push or anything like that. And again, with the Dino send, Wave 11 is range, so Dinos are good for that. I believe I'll try and get a Dino off. I might have been waiting to see if we could get a Cannoneer or something, but Dinos are good send anyway to try and leak someone. So again, my lane partner here leaking when I'm not. This is all backwards, but that's fine. And I think I'm going to actually... So normally I would go and try and get as much economy as I can, but in this case I actually go the vamp, and that's because I can double vamp everybody in the front, basically giving my banana tanks just, insurmountable damage reduction, well, at least some healing. So I'm going to go ahead now, and now in Fiesta, after wave 10 is pretty much when you enter the power mode. You want to start overbuilding, you want to start, cranking out, dozens and dozens of workers. This is where that lead that you lost at the beginning of the game starts to get overturned, and you start doing quite well. Now the downside here is that there's someone else playing Fiesta on the other side of this board, and they're doing quite well as well. They're actually probably doing much better than I am, just given how many leaks we've had, how many leaks they've had, the size of their leaks. Look at our king. Our king is almost dead. As you can see, we did almost a full king send as well. We did a bunch of king upgrades here. So it's a little pucker time here. We're behind. We've been behind the whole game. We're going to be behind. The only thing that I've got going for us is that we're Fiesta. First of all, I'm Fiesta, so that's good. And I have a really good late game scaling team comp. So, up with the Banana Haven, that's going to tank for days. Now I'm, way over built, so I can start queuing up workers. I basically queue up workers as much as I can, 3-4 at a time each wave. Your income at this point normally in the game will be so high that you're getting 50 to 100 gold every single round above what your opponents are anyway, so you might as well put that money straight more into workers, unless someone's saving on you really, really hard and you want to make sure that you're overbuilt. I would say going workers is the best way to go. So here's Banana Haven. It's got a bunch of healing as well, so it's really hard to kill at this point, plus all the DPS that I've got. I'm in a really good position here. It's a really solid team. You can see I cleared that with no problems at all. We're way over. We're building up my teammate anyway is building up the king quite a bit as well to try and make sure that we can survive a few more wave leaks. And then I'm going to look at the other team and see what do I need to do to sort of leak them. What do I need to put pressure on that other team that are still income sends? I still want to send income sends. I want to try and make sure that I'm sending the right things. So I don't send a lot of power units early. I typically wait until, maybe wave, 20, wave 19, 20, 21. Those are the times when I'll send, the shaman and the power units, because I want the income, quite frankly, early. I want to push the advantage that I have to the limit. I want to get as much income as I can, and I want to use that advantage for as long as I can. So here we go, wave 13, should be pretty easy. A huge send from him, though. Again, we're just doing king ups, making sure we can survive. And it looks like I'm going to handle this again pretty easily. It's not that big a deal. Pretty big. They kill my front line. I can't remember if this one leaks or not. At this point, if you leak a little bit, it's not too bad. I see my lane partner Did not leak. He cleared, so he'll be able to catch this even if I do leak a little bit. And again, if you leak, it's 4 extra income. Now, 4 income on wave 13 is not ideal because you're only going to get a few more waves of that income most likely. But I mean, if you happen to leak a little bit, it's not the end of the world. Here, it looks like I'm going to be okay. I've got my Sky Queen up, and she's going to clear the rest of that out. It really just gave me a lot of time to have Mythium production. But of course, on the other side of that, the other team does as well. So trying to decide here whether I'm going to put another bunker down or a banana bunk down, or if I want to upgrade to a Hades. Looks like I've got enough tank in the front. I probably could go Hades. Looks like that's where I go, which is good. Hades will tank this a little bit better as well, so the dragons will be a little bit better for tanking this. Looking at my lane opponent, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm sending little lizards. I think they're fun. Probably not the best sends, but it's fine. Lizards are good to send. I like them. It's no problem. I keep getting power sends. Now we've got the aura sends here. This is really working in my favor. I'm probably not going to leak anymore, or at least not very much. And them wasting their Mythium, not wasting, but using their Mythium on power sends like this is not very good for them. They're missing out on extra income that they could have. And they're, not really going to break me at this point very much. So sending those is kind of a, maybe they're thinking they're more ahead than they are, or that I'm weaker than I am, which I'm just not. I'm doing okay. My teammate is doing all right as well. You can see he's going to clear, so looks like he's going to just clear this. Unfortunate for him. Would have been nice to get the 4 income, but that's fine. And another Hades. Yeah, this is going to be really good for this wave. And now I'm sitting on a ton of money, which I don't think I'm going to spend because I'm going to wait until the end of 15. And then I'm going to use it because they're worth, obviously, every 50 gold is 2 workers after 15. So I don't think I'm going to buy anything else here. It's an important wave to kill, though, just because you need to kill the boss. So I think I'm going to buff up those. Yeah, I do end up spending, I think, all my gold here, or most of it. But there have been rounds where I play this and I keep 300 or 400 gold on me at the build phase of wave 15, just because I know I'm gonna be able to spend that and get twice as many workers afterwards. And it's not ideal, I know. It's probably better to put units on the board and spend them later maybe, but this is fine. So we should get through this, no problem. We've got more than enough DPS. Again, not a bad send from them, Cannoneer, Lizard. They're sending a little bit less aggressively now, still just trying to sort of half income send and a bit half power send, which I'm okay with. I do that sometimes too. Wave 16 coming up again. I just like my lizards. I'm going to just queue up a bunch of lizards and send them on over. Hope you like lizards in the face. I'm going to have a little sip of water while I wait for this boss to get killed. Oh, you'll notice we leaked him on this boss, which is really good. They don't get that income for it, which is awesome. And here we go. Into wave 16. So now, if I have any extra income, you know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to spend it on workers. Yeah, you can see I probably want to get some more Sky Queens up here. They do so much damage. They're really good. I really like the Sky Queens. They are underrated, I think. And then all the rest of my money goes into income. So I think that was 10. 10 workers, which is actually 20 workers. So if I bought them before this round, or before the last round, I would have gotten 10 workers. But now that I've waited, now I get 20 workers, which is huge. That's massive. And it's probably a little bit reckless, but like you can see, they now are realizing that they're not going to be able to push us out. They're now going for king ups as well. They're now probably freaking out a little bit, seeing the value that we have in our team, and they're realizing they're not going to be able to push us around too much. So here again, I'm going to just lizard spam. I like lizards. I don't know. You guys will probably say, why did you spend so much money on lizards? Why not get something else. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe I could have done that, but I don't want to. I'm also getting workers here and there, making sure that I'm keeping that worker count up. You really want to buy as many workers as you can up to wave 19, 18 or 19, depending on how far you are ahead, because after that they don't really provide a huge benefit. Unless you're in a really, really, really close game, you don't really need to watch it too closely. But typically, I don't. I stop getting workers around 70 workers if I'm really ahead, or maybe around 80 if I'm kind of worried about it a little bit. But like I did 130 workers in one game once, and that was just kind of overkill, and we were destroying the enemy. It wasn't even close. So you don't need to get that many workers. That's not necessarily all that productive. At least if you're at like round 19, I wouldn't go from like 40 to 80 workers. That's probably not so good. I would just overbuild and just plan to catch your teammates leaks instead. But on wave 17, no problem. Get workers. Again, mostly an income send here. I got no send though. So I'm going to tell my teammate, we're expecting a big send because they are saving. But you know what my send's going to be? Lizards, baby. That's what I like. Just like I like water. Ice cold water. I know. I read a thread on Facebook or Reddit or something the other day that said real drinkers don't drink cold water. And to them I say, suck it. I do drink cold water. I love it. And especially if you live in a hot climate, which I don't. I'm in South Korea right now. But if you live in a hot climate and you like cold water, bring it on. Drink the cold water. Now you can see my lizard army is paying off. See that? We're gonna get a good solid king hit now. 10, 20, 30%. Oh, maybe even more. Look at that. They are working them. And we're just getting crazy income, crazy money from this. So you know what we're gonna do with that? We're gonna start buying some more dinos. I think I decide not to go gates after all here. I think I decide that gates are not really required. And I think I just go full Hades. Yeah, 2 Hades. 2 Hades in one round. Sure, why not? And then I think I probably start buffing the other Hades. Yeah, I'm going to put some more buff units in. And then if I could do more lizards, I would do more lizards. But here I do get a pack leader, I think. Or I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what I can get, I think. Yeah, I'm going to send probably 4 eyes. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. One power send. 1 power unit. Oh, yeah. Bring it on. Look, he sent 1 of every single unit, I think. He's going for the diversified portfolio send. He wants to make sure that he doesn't miss out on the winning send. But I mean, I crushed it. It wasn't even close. I crushed that so hard that it wasn't even close. So I don't know what the graph looks like at this point. I haven't looked at the graph in a long time. But I mean, you can just see by what's left on the board that we are ahead. Or at least our team comp is better. And I don't have that many units. Like, I don't have, dozens of units on the board. It's just that they're all so strong that I don't need dozens of units out there. I can make do with just a few. So I'm going to put some more banana bunks out. I think I decide not to put that. Yeah, I think I went and put them back here. It doesn't matter if you have them all in a row now or not. No, I'm making some poor decisions in life here. I think I want to go back to these. Yeah. Upgrade that one. Do I do a gate? Really? I don't think I did a gate. Maybe I did a gate. Okay. I guess I did a gate. I did 1 gate and a bunch of cannoneers. A bunch of ranged DPS, basically, to augment the ranged DPS that's here. Yeah, look at that. Nice 500 and something send in lizards and cannoneers. I love it. Why not? I also got a pretty good send, 4 eyes and cannoneers, but it's no problem at all. We're going to crush it. We're going to crush every single wave here now. We are just so far ahead. But now is when I'm going to start sending power units. Shaman, pack leaders, moles. We want to try and, buff Wave 21 as much as possible. Wave 20, they're probably going to kill. He's got some Void Rays out, so we're probably not going to kill him on Wave 20. But, after Wave 20, that's when hopefully I can hold myself and my teammate, and we'll just crush them with sends. That's the only win condition that we have here. And he leaked for his last thing here. He leaked to get that income. I think it was a pro leak probably because he gets an extra 4 or 8 income, maybe even 12 income or 12 gold at the end of this. So I don't know. Maybe that was not such a pro leak. Okay, we're gonna upgrade the gates maybe. Okay, I'm trying to take a look. So now we got the boss next. We want to get as much tank up as we can. I like Hades. I'm gonna get some Hades probably. I'll probably buff them as well with something. Yeah, I'm gonna get another one of these. So basically now it's just spend as much money as I can on units, and I like ranged units. Obviously, they don't have anything that's gonna kill my ranged units, so they're always really strong. And now it's just to spend your Mythium as it comes in. I probably could have waited till 21, but I have so much income that I'm going to have a pretty good send on 21 as well. So we're going to see what happens here. We got a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of snails and other things. I don't know about that, but you can see here these guys have, 3 Tempests, and then the other guy has 4 Tempests. Like, they're probably going to take on Wave 20, no problem. I don't think that's going to be such a big deal. We're probably just feeding them income at this point. So, again, we should have saved until 21 because they're definitely clearing this. But I don't think they're going to clear 21. I think the game is going to be over next, hopefully. I'm still super strong. I am way ahead, at least in unit value here. We're doing really, really well. I'm going to catch this, no problem, from my buddy here. He got, I think, a couple of shaman? No, witches. Witches, the little frog witches. I don't use witches enough. I should. They're really cool units. But he sent in 2 of those. No problem. I'm going to take care of that. And we're going to rinse and repeat. Basically, just build up as much stuff as you can and kill the enemy. So I think I'm going to go up to the gates. Yeah, upgraded gates. I don't think I get any more lords. No, I'm going to buff everything I can. Now it's just basically buffing everybody I can. Where do I want to put this? I'm trying to figure out where to put this, which is the best. That's not a great spot, actually. I could just upgrade all these. Yeah, it looks like I just went a bunch of Sky Queens. That is a good idea. I like Sky Queens. And where can I put this? No, that doesn't need it. Yeah, I could use it. Shaman. Here we go. Big send for 21. And let's see what happens here. So my hope is that I clear everything and my teammate comes close to clearing everything or clears everything. That way, we're good. But my hope is that we leak them and we win the game here. Because that's how you win this now after 21. Or after wave 20, you basically have to leak them to win. This just goes on forever in case you don't play this game. So this wave 21 will continue forever until someone leaks enough to kill their king and you don't get extra money, and it's a whole big thing. So you're basically just hoping to God that you win. Now I'm sending a bunch of crap. I don't know why I sent a bunch of those. Maybe for the Void Ray deals, the Tempests, maybe I'm hoping to catch the Tempest so they waste their time killing the snails. That's probably what it is. But it looks like I'm going to hold, and it looks like they're going to probably hold as well. This is awkward. Now we need another big send here. So wave 21 is done, and we've got to do this again. So I think I'm looking at what to upgrade now. More Hades, more gates. We've got the upgraded attack speed buffer, the APC or MPS or whatever it is. We've got one of those, so putting units around that is going to be really helpful. It will, benefit from the, what's already there. And then here we go. This is technically wave 22. So big sends. I'm trying to, I think all those little snails there, we're trying to get the Tempest. But it looks like I'm going to clear this as well. Look at those Sky Queens just giving her. Looks like we're going to leak one of them. Yeah. The guy on the right looks like he's going to leak. I'm looking for my guy to try and figure out what I can do to leak him. My lane partner leaked pretty good leak, so I'm hoping that I can still hold that after this. Looks like I should. Now, yeah, it looks like I still have enough units that I should be able to hold this. The other team, though, let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like I'm holding this no problem. I'm way overbuilt. The other team, though, not as lucky. It looks like they could probably clear this, though. Wave 22, it looks like they could clear this. And I'm sort of not sure what to do at this point. Oh my god, Wave 23. You've got to be kidding me. All right, well, what are we going to do now? I can't believe this game is still going. More Hades. We just got to have more Hades. They are so good. We're going to have some more of those. Some more Sky Queen, but I can afford them, so just the Harpies. And then we're going to send. And I don't know what we're going to send here. We're going to send Pack Leader, a couple of DTs, and Wave 23. All right, let's see. No, is this 23 or 24? Wave 20... God, I can't remember now. I think it's Wave 23, because we've seen Wave 21 twice now, right? Yeah, this is Wave 23. 21, 22, and now 23. So... hopefully we leak them now. Oh, it looks like they're going to have a much bigger leak this time. Hopefully. Looks like I'm still holding, but my teammate leaked so hard. Oh, so many Shaman... Witches. Wow, he got full Shaman and Witch. Oof, that's really, really rough. But it looks like it should be okay. I should be able to hold my side. That guy looks like he's going to leak too. Yeah, it looks like they're going to both leak, perhaps. If we can get this last guy down. Can we get him down? Come on, Four Eyes. Yeah, Four Eyes are powerful. All right, and I'm still, by the way, I'm still buying units just in case we go into wave 24. But it looks like, are we going to kill them? Oh my god, are they going to clear this again? Is their king going to survive? Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Can we get the win, please? Can we get the win, please? Oh my god. Oh, we didn't get it. Wave 24. What is going on? Okay, at this point, I have a lot of gold. I'm going to spend... What are we going to buy, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're going to get more Hades, I guess. You can see the Hades are just killing it on the damage meters. They just do so well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get more of those. We're going to put a Butcher over here to help them out. I think I'm just getting whatever units I can, the biggest send that I can possibly send, and we're going to try and end it here. Wave 24. I think this is the only time I've ever seen anyone on this wave, on Wave 24. This is wild. They have so many Tempests. I don't actually think that Tempests are really good on Wave 21 because you have a lot of units. They're not, going to spread out and all attack one unit. Tempests are really good for Wave 20 and 21 to kill the boss. But once you kill the boss, you need something that's going to be able to kill these little units as well. And the Tempest is not that great on it. But this was an amazing game. I mean, just awesome. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Wave 24. I actually thought yesterday when I was thinking about doing this video, I thought it was Wave 23, but it was not. It was actually Wave 24. So this was awesome. Let me see if I take a look at the graphs here, what it looks like. You can see our builds. Wild. Really, really wild. What a fun game. I really recommend this game, Legion TD2. If you don't play this and you like, sort of back and forth games that don't require you to micromanage units and stuff like that, this is a really good game. Just put units down on the board and let them do stuff. It's really fun. I can't remember if I took a look at the graph. If I don't look at the graph in the video, I will put it up separately as an image and you guys can see it. But we had no reason to win this game. We should have lost. And you can see he was Fiesta, by the way. Yeah, see, look at this graph. We were ahead slightly in the beginning of the game, and then we did horribly for the rest of the game, except Wave 16. And we really should have lost this game. They had such a big power advantage that we should have lost, but we didn't because of team comp. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. This is Dan from Questline Hero. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in another video.